the boys' headquarters, Butcher admits to Hughie that he used a dose of V24 to kill gunpowder, and that's why he has been feeling ill. When Hughie implies that the rest of the group should know, Butcher intimidates him to keep it a secret. Meanwhile, Homelander appears on a talk show, complaining about the mainstream media and hinting at the corruption in Vought. In response, Stan Edgar visits Victoria Newman and suggests that she use her power at the Bureau of Superhuman Affairs to bring Homelander down a notch. Although Victoria wants to appease Stan, she fears potential retribution and worries for the safety of her daughter Zoe. That morning, Butcher and Frenchie stop by Nina's deli and ask for her help in recovering the secret Russian weapon that killed Soldier Boy. As a bonus, Butcher also offers her $100,000 to pay off Sherry's debt. While Frenchie remains nervous about the partnership, Butcher seems eager to strike a deal. At Vought Tower, Hughie visits Starlight and she fills him in on Homelander's romance ploy, but promises to tough it out as long as Hughie and Butcher can find a way to take him down. Suddenly, Homelander arrives, and although he promises that the romance is just a marketing tactic, he also tries to intimidate Hughie. However, when Starlight threatens him back, he stands down. Following the confrontation, Starlight checks up on Maeve and discovers that she also knows about the plan to kill Homelander, and the pair promise to work together. She also easily recruits Supersonic in the coup, as he completely trusts Starlight's moral compass. Elsewhere in the building, A-Train brings up his concerns about Blue Hawk with Ashley, but she brushes him off. Instead, she has him shoot a cheesy commercial for his new energy drink. Afterward, during a team meeting, he appeals to the other members of the Seven about Blue Hawk's violent behavior, but the Deep and Homelander also dismiss the issue. The argument boils over into the hallway, and the Deep and A-Train fight, but Homelander breaks it up and further insults A-Train. While Supersonic offers some emotional support, he also sees it as an opportunity and tries to recruit A-Train into the fight against Homelander. Meanwhile, Butcher and the group hop on a private jet and fly to Russia. But before they can begin their search at a weapons compound, they must complete a job for Nina. Butcher orders Kimiko to go undercover as a prostitute and kill a Russian oligarch. And although she and Frenchie resist, Butcher coldly reminds them that he's in charge. Back in New York, Victoria Newman holds a press conference and reveals that Homelander has provided incriminating evidence on Stan Edgar's corruption at Vought, sparking a full-blown investigation. In addition to sowing discourse in the media, this move also grants Homelander more control over Vought and the Seven. When Stan asks why Victoria targeted him and not Homelander, as they discussed, Victoria says she was just trying to protect her daughter, while she had been protecting him for her entire life. That night, Homelander shows up at Victoria's house and shows her some files, trying to convince her that Stan was using her superpowers as a weapon rather than loving her as a daughter. Before leaving, he also gives her a dose of Vought's signature superhero formula and thanks her for siding with her own kind. Convinced that it's the only way to truly keep her family safe, Victoria tries to ease Zoe's anxiety before she injects her daughter with Compound V. In Russia, Kimiko returns from completing the hit and tells Frenchie that she is sick of working as Butcher's hired gun, prioritizing their relationship over Butcher's vendetta. But still wanting to fulfill their duty to Hughie and MM, they vow to run away to France after they finish this final job. Meanwhile, Butcher takes another shot of V24 while prepping for the big mission, and when Hughie asks for a dose, Butcher refuses. Finally arriving at the secret compound, Butcher and MM cut the power as the team infiltrates the facility. While searching for the weapon, they are ambushed by a group of guards, and Butcher fights them off with superpowers, as does Hughie, revealing that they both took a dose of V24. Despite saving the day, the rest of the group are secretly disappointed in Hughie and Butcher's actions. After the fight, Butcher opens a suspicious container, and to everyone's surprise, Soldier Boy is inside, alive but disoriented. Breaking out of his restraints, he releases a huge blast of energy, striking Kimiko by accident. As Soldier Boy stumbles away, they rush to Kimiko's aid and discover that her healing powers are not working. As they flee in their escape vehicle and Kimiko bleeds out in the back, MM tells Butcher that their quest for revenge is over. Back in New York, As Starlight and Homelander leave a public outing, he offers her a flight back home, but promises to show her a stunning view first. Landing on the rooftop nearby, Homelander shows her the brutally maimed corpse of Supersonic and tells her that A-Train informed him of the planned coup. Making his intentions clear as day, he tells Starlight that if she tries to cross him one more time, he will murder Hughie in the same way.